स्पोर्ट्स से जुड़ी किसी भी छोटी या बड़ी अपडेट के लिए सब्सक्राइब करें स्पोर्ट्स तक और साथ ही किसी भी नोटिफिकेशन को पाने के लिए बेल आइकन को दबाना ना भूलें।
How do you look at it? See personally, you know, I've played for so many teams. I've played with so many openers, so it doesn't it doesn't matter that much to me. And obviously, I've played a lot with Virat and Moin together. So I think it doesn't matter to me actually, because I know what my role is. I know how I have to go about my business, and it doesn't worry me too much. Otherwise, I think obviously, see, everyone knows their role. Before the game starts, they know what they're going to do. It's not that suddenly halfway we decide that X, Y, or Z is going to open. So it's not something that nobody knows that, you know, who's going to open. So they know before the game starts.
Hello, Parthiv. Parthiv, you've had a good season so far, scoring 138 runs. But we have always, RCB has always been dependent on Kohli and AB. Since they have not been up to their past standards, the high standards that they set, so they must be quite hungry for runs, especially in this match and the importance in the context of the IPL. So your thoughts on that?
Obviously, they set very high standards. There's no doubt about it. I think the reason behind everyone's talking about only Virat and AB because the kind of performance that they've given for RCB and for the Virat for India and AB for South Africa. I think see, obviously more than anything, I'm sure they'll look to try and score big. AB had a good game against Mumbai here, and Virat's got a 40 as well in that game. So yeah, I think, you know, I'm sure as everyone else, they would be as hungry as possible. I personally, knowing Virat and AB both, I don't think personal milestones matters as much to them. I think at the moment, I think the team, as from the team's point of view and from captain's point of view, everyone's looking to win games. So I don't think personal milestones matters as much to anyone in this team.
It looked like they were tentative in the manner in which they approached. Okay, Chennai was probably understandable, even against Shreyas, the way they batted AB and Virat included. It was like you were batting on a different track and they were batting on a different track. Do you sense a certain diffidence or a certain uncertainty in the minds of your colleagues?
See, more than the uncertainty, I think it's the will to do more than what they are capable of. I think everyone once the tournament starts, everyone thinks that, you know, they want to get runs initially so that they come into the form. But as you rightly said, they were quite tentative to start with, and that's the reason why they were getting out as well. But I thought Virat was batting well against Mumbai, and AB started well in Chennai, but he did get out. But from the other end, what we've decided is to look for singles unless you are absolute settled on the wicket.
What a great start for the team this season. So given that the results have not really gone your way, what is the mood like in the camp, and how important, or rather, how does the team kind of stay positive in this sort of a problem?
See, obviously, we can't shy away of saying that we are not under the pump. That's definitely the case. There is no doubt about it. We can't sit here and say we are 4-0 and we are happy about it, right? So yeah, I think, but the only thing, to be honest, I think we are quite positive about the team we have. I think you know, we've always been spoken about that in our dressing room. The kind of team we have, I mean, we didn't deserve to be on this losing 4 games in a row. I think Mumbai game was tight. Even if you look at last game, we didn't bat it well, we didn't field it well, we didn't bowl well, but still game went on to the almost last ball. So we feel that if we play to our potential, I think you know, we'll get that required momentum which is needed in this tournament.
Hi Parthiv, has Nathan Coulter joined the camp yet?
No, he'll be available from the game on 13th.
Parthiv, it has always been, you know, the talking point of the bowling, but this time it is quite, you know, even the batting has failed miserably. I'm sorry to say that. Are you planning to bring in some new players, you know, and also are you planning some more foreign players to add some spice into your batting lineup?
To answer your question, see, we've got 70 runs in game against Chennai, and they took 18 overs to finish those 70 runs. So I'm sure it wasn't a very miserable performance by the bowlers. Last game we got 160. they finished on 20th over, so it's not that it wasn't that bad. And Mumbai game we lost in last over. So yeah, only one game. We obviously you got to give credit sometimes to the batsmen as well. And obviously we can't bring any new bowlers now. I think the auction's been done. There's nothing you can do about it. So yeah, I think and as far as team changes are concerned, yes, I'm sure captain and coach will look into it.